Hi. Okay, now, Tara, what's going on, baby girl? I can't help but hear you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you all doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I know that when you're not producing television, you have this dating savvy thing, which is a dating consulting firm. Tell people, what is it that women can do to not fall victim of self and start perpetuating environments and circumstances that can foster some really cool relationships?
Ooh, that's a really good question. The first thing I always encourage women to do is to truly make sure they're ready to date. Because I think sometimes
what is that? Wait. Hang on, child.
Okay.
And that they're ready to date. Now, you know, for some of us, that ain't nothing but some baby powder and some rouge and lipstick and a slip. But I just said a whole bunch of people talking about rouge, baby powder.
You're going to need to do a lot more work than just get your baby powder out, your lip gloss and all that stuff, and put your heels on. Like, that is not being ready to date. You might be ready to go on a date, but you are not ready for a relationship. So I think the first thing that ladies have to truly do is to get real with themselves. Like, are you ready to date? There have been times in my life when I was absolutely not ready for a relationship. I needed to do some work on myself. So I think that's the first thing. You have to make sure you're truly ready. You have to make sure you're truly ready, because if not, you bring all that old stuff into your new relationship, and then you wonder why it didn't work. And then here's one of the things that I had to learn myself, and I'm so proud of myself for doing it. You cannot treat every relationship like the one before. And what you did with your last guy, and I mean the way that you talked to him, the way that you treated him, the way that you respected him or maybe did not respect him, you cannot take that into a relationship with every man. So you have to do some work. There are things that I did in my relationships prior to meeting my husband that there is no way on earth I would have been able to do with him, because guess what? He ain't that dude. He is not that guy, and I had to come with a different Tera. I had to come with a very different approach that was very real to me. It was who I was, but because of relationships in the past that maybe had not given me everything that I needed to completely let my guard down, when he showed up and he showed himself to be trustworthy, then I could be who I truly was. So it's all about doing that work and reflecting on yourself first.
You know, I can't do anything but just say amen and thank you. I think that I know Jalene is a huge fan of yours, and I remember, if I remember correctly, you were a moderator for Impact this year.
Yeah.
TV forum.
Yeah, for the TV forum. Well, I have one other question, then I got to take another caller, but here's this next question.
Sure.
How often do you think people are besieged or even blinded trying to imitate the mess they see on TV and introduce those standards and those behavioral routines into their lives?
You see it every day on social. You see it every day on social media. These people who are performing, if you will, and they're performing by either portraying a lifestyle or portraying that they, have certain connections and things like that. I think that people have really lost touch with what's true and what's real. Jalene is not only my friend, but she's also my attorney. So Jalene knows the real of a lot of stuff.
Damn, as if you everybody's attorney? Jesus.
Everybody's attorney.
Hey.
But Jalene knows the real of good stuff that's going on that you'll never see on social media. So I think that people get so caught up in trying to look busy and look like they're doing stuff and balling and making moves. Baby, if you're making moves, you can't talk about it. The moves I make, I can't talk about. You get it? So I think that people just get really caught up in what they think is truly someone's real life, and it's not. You know what I mean? We all have the same responsibilities in life, and if we all just sat down and stripped it down, I think that we could really be more genuine and real with one another versus the stuff that you see out there on social.